As you can see, man, this is my work face, after work face. You see? I tell you the difference between me and them. Today's subject is about dark energy, right? It's called dark energy. You have dark matter, dark energy, you have black hole, and you have the 5% known universe, which is us, and the lights and everything else, trees made out of lights itself. The rest of it is made out of 75% of the universe, which is the cosmos, or whatever you want to call it, which is made out of dark matter, dark energy. You feel me? 75%. I'm talking about dark energy today. Dark energy is an energy that is moving universe apart from each other. It's basically clearing out space. That's what dark energy is. A black hole is like a vacuum that sucks energy. Dark matter is a substance that moves in space, that has no contact or relationship with any other thing in space. It's just a dark matter. It's just moving through space. We call it dark matter because we cannot see it, but we know it's moving because of the bending of the light itself. But I want to talk about dark energy. Dark energy is the strongest force we have in the universe. It is moving galaxies apart. It's pushing galaxies apart, just pushing them apart. You feel me? Eventually, we will not be able to see the closest stars in the universe because it pushes it. It keeps pushing it. Every year, it hasn't stopped. Since the beginning of time, it keeps pushing things apart. Pushing things apart. So basically, what's going to happen, according to my theory or philosophy, or whatever you want to call it, as dark energy continues to push the stars apart and keep stretching, I don't think it's stretching space, honestly. I think space remains the same itself, but dark energy is just pushing the physical matter apart from each other, and eventually it's going to push it all the way to the edge of the universe itself, right? And stars is going to die. Everything else is just going to decompose. Then it's just going to be back to the beginning again, where it's just going to be space, just like it was before. Then within that space, that dark energy pushed everything else apart. It's still going to be energy in there. And out of the sparkle or the flicker of energy, we're going to have another Big Bang. Then we have another universe, a cycle, just like we have the world cycle right now. Then we have another cycle of new universe, stars being born and everything else like that. You feel me? And that's how it's going to go. You feel me? Now, scientists is speaking about in how many years that would that happen. Is it tens of the millions of years or tens of the 400 millions of years? I don't know that part. What I know from my theory, from what I'm seeing, and the evidence on the ground, we know that it is pushing it apart. So if you think about it, hypothetically, if it's pushing it apart, then there have to be nothing but that space that's left again. It's just going to be back to the beginning again. Then there's going to be another spark where energy has to compose together just to cause another Big Bang. Then we have another cycle again. So by that theory, I believe that we were in the first universe of the Big Bang. There had to be several Big Bangs and the same thing happened again for this to happen again. You feel me? It's a cycle. It's a debris. It's a continuation of what has already been done. You feel me? And that's how things go. That's just my theory. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's a fact, because we cannot know for sure. We surely cannot know, because it's been really, what, humans, give us 200 years. That's just humans. Human history has been what? Let's say 400,000 years. According to the other homos and everything else, let's put 5 million years. I'm talking about human beings as in Homo sapiens. So as I look at that, math and everything, well, as I look at that timetable, it can't even be a math. I know that we haven't been around long enough, because our galaxy itself is what, 15 billion years? You feel me? So this is how long the next one is going to take. So it's going to take about that much amount of time. Plus, we gotta wait on the other stars to go through their cycle too. You feel me? Nothing really lasts forever. Even black holes die. You feel me? We don't know how dark energy decompose or whatever. So this is what's going to happen. Basically, it's just going to start the cycle all over again. This is why we are in a moment in time when we look out into the universe, we see our past. That's because light takes millions of years. It's according to how far the star is. It takes time for that light to come to us, for us to see that light. So as you can see, most of the time when we're looking at a light that comes to us, that light has already happened. It just happened to get to us by the time we're looking at it, when we look at the skies and everything else. So we are in the present moment looking at our past, and also our past is also our future in some kind of weird shape, because that's where we want to go as innovators, and we want to move to planet to planet to planet and galaxy and everything else like that. So there you have it. So as dark energy move everything apart, people said, some theories said it's going to contract back together to fall back on itself. I don't think so. What is going to happen is that it's going to push it all the way apart to the edge of the universe. Those stars go through this cycle and everything else like that. Then another one is going to come. Then we're going to have another new Earth. That's going to be in the billions of years. You feel me? But that's just my theory, looking that far into it by the evidence that they collected and everything else like that. All right.